And we are back on the Madden 17 Titans franchise, one game removed from an outstanding performance by our new acquisitions. I mean, those boys really put in work last game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we're going to need some of that exact same energy today against the Cincinnati Bengals, because much like the Steelers, they're another one of those young and hungry teams looking to make a name for themselves. So I'm already expecting to have my hands full the entire way through. But either way, it should be a good one, so let's head down to the field and get into it. Now, getting into the gameplay, the Bengals receive first. Dalton comes out in the gun, goes with the play action fake, looking towards the middle of the field, but it's covered by Barry, so he throws it away. That was a nice job by Barry covering the middle. So looking at 2nd and 10 now, Dalton hands the ball off to Bernard, and he runs right into a couple of Titans defenders. He might have gained 2 on the play. So Dalton comes out in the gun on 3rd and long, takes the snap, has a pretty clean pocket, looks downfield and throws complete to AJ Green, who breaks a tackle and takes it up to the 47-yard line. That was a huge pickup there by AJ, but the next play isn't as successful as Bernard goes down pretty much instantly, knocking the Bengals back to a 2nd and 13. He gets another carry trying to take it up the middle, and a similar result, he only picks up 2 on the play. So looking at 3rd and 10 now, Dalton from the gun has a ton of time once again, threads the needle to AJ Green. There were 2 Titans defenders in the area, and he still managed to come down with it. So after the nice catch by AJ, the Bengals are getting closer to the red zone. That penalty there knocks him back 5 yards, but they're still looking to be aggressive. Dalton dumps it off to Bernard, who only picks up a couple on the play, brings up a 2nd and 11 from the 30. Dalton dropping back downfield, has a man open as Josh Gordon, and he makes the grab and walks in for an easy 30-yard score. That was as simple as playing catch at the park. There is no reason why Gordon should be running that wide open through my secondary. We've got to get that corrected, or else it could be a long day. Now let's see what the Titans offense has to say about that. Marcus Mariota hands the ball off, and Henry goes nowhere on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and 11. Mariota looking to go to the air now, but the pass is batted down by the linebacker, and that brings up 3rd and long. Mariota now trying to get the ball downfield to Beckham. He makes the grab, but comes up way short of the first down marker, so we go 3 and out. And that definitely wasn't the start that we were looking for, you guys. We cannot afford too many 3-and-out trips against this team. With Josh Gordon opposite AJ Green, that's as formidable a tandem as you could get in the NFL. So the secondary might have their work cut out for him all game long. But if the defense steps up like this, it might not be that bad, as Jarrell Casey's able to get to the QB for a sack. He used perfect leverage to get by Beecham to get to Andy Dalton and take him down. And then he takes a second to flex for the fans, showing off the guns. But that's the type of effort that we're going to need from Casey moving forward, because the pass rush has been a little suspect at times. But getting back on offense as Wilson makes a nice grab there in traffic, setting up a 2nd and 3. Looking to set up the screenplay to Cooley, makes the grab behind the line and turns it upfield just enough to pick up the first down there. And I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned Okoye Cooley to you guys. He was a player that I picked up from the Denver Broncos practice squad, and I saw those 4 traits in all green, and I thought to myself, there is no reason this guy belongs on the practice squad. I've got to sign him right away. Of course, the awareness and everything else is a little bit off, but we can definitely work with that moving forward. Now, as Mariota just took the sack there on 1st and 10, we've got to respond and try to get a chunk of those yards back. So going with the play action here out of the pistol, Mariota scrambles to buy time, looks downfield, throws it up to Beckham, and he goes up and makes the grab, but there's laundry on the field. The flag is thrown in the area of an illegal forward pass, and sure enough, that's going to be the call. But I'm telling you guys, that looked pretty close to me. He was probably a few inches away from making that a good play. So now we're backed up to 3rd and forever. Mariota looks downfield and throws a dot to Kendall right on the comeback route. Did you guys see that? That was just incredible timing between the quarterback and his wide receiver. The ball is well out of Mariota's hands before Wright comes out of his break, and the pass is on time and on target. There's just no way to defend that. And on top of that, we picked up the first down, so that was just a great play all the way around. So a couple plays later into the same drive, we're marching into the red zone. Mariota takes the snap, looking to dump it underneath to Henry on the angle route. He makes the grab and gains a few yards on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Mariota looking to go end zone on 2nd down, throws it into coverage, and the pass is broken up. That was a pretty dangerous pass. But after the incompletion, we're looking at 3rd and 4 now. Mariota threads the needle to right, and he gets in for the score. But wait, there's no touchdown signal. We got to take another look at this. From this angle, it looks like that should have been 6. And even from the camera directly above the play shows that ball is clearly breaking the plane. That should have been a touchdown. But on the next play, Mariota makes sure that we get the score by punching it in on the sneak. So a couple plays later with the tie score, Cooley gets the handoff and runs pretty much nowhere on the play, bringing up 2nd and 10 from the 33. Mariota then looks to Gabriel on the slant, but he can't hold on to it. The collision knocks the ball loose, and now we've got a 3rd and long situation. We then try to go back to the screen game, but the Bengals aren't having any of it. They sniffed that play out from the beginning, so we're forced to settle for 3. The kick is up and good, and we've got a small lead before halftime. So now it's going to be up to the defense because we definitely don't want to get into a shootout in this one. On the Bengals' next drive on 3rd and 6, LaFell makes the grab there for a 1st down, and the Bengals are still showing signs of life. But on 1st and 10, Dalton's looking for a big play. The pocket collapses, and down goes Dalton for the sack. That was a nice play. So now they're looking at a 2nd and 17 situation, but somehow no one covers Tyler Eifert. He was running downfield wide open. But a few plays later, the defense holds the Bengals to a field goal try. The kick is good, and we have a tie ball game, but there's still about 40 seconds to go, and we've got 2 timeouts, so I'm thinking we should try to stay aggressive here. But then this happens. The pass is intercepted, and the Bengals have great field position with 35 seconds to go. So Dalton takes the snap from center, looking to make a play, throws complete to LaFell, and he's going to take it all the way up to the 5-yard line and immediately call a timeout. And then a couple plays later on 3rd and goal, Green is wide open, and Dalton hits him on the slant for an easy score. That is not what we needed right there. We go into halftime down 7 points, and we're going to have a bit of an uphill battle coming out in the second half because the Bengals' passing attack is really giving us a hard time today. So getting back on defense to start the second half, Dalton comes out with the play action and throws a strike complete to Eifert near the sideline, and that's going to move him up to the 14. Next play, 1st and 10, the underneath pass to Green is broken up by Williamson, and that brings up 2nd down. Bernard then gets the carry off the left side and goes nowhere with it. Both Williamson and Berry were there to make the play. So looking at 3rd and long from the 14, Dalton's under pressure, and he gets rid of it to Josh Gordon, but he's out of bounds, and that's going to bring up another field goal opportunity for the Bengals. The kick is up and right through the uprights, and I'm telling you guys, this game is starting to feel a lot like week 2 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. We can't go down like that. We have to come back and respond. So Mariota hits Gabriel across the middle on a 3rd and 7, and he's going to pick up enough for the first to bring us up to the 44-yard line. Next play, Mariota takes the snap out of the pistol and gets it over to Wilson for another gain of about 10 or 11 on the play. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 45. Marcus Mariota with the play fake. He's under pressure, but gets rid of it in time to right. He makes the grab, turns it upfield, and he will score. Kendall Wright has seemingly come out of nowhere to fill the void left behind by Rashard Matthews after he was traded, and it's really just been a seamless transition. But check out the pressure that Mariota was under on that play. He takes a huge shot and somehow still has the focus and presence of mind to get rid of it, but the pass was directly on target, hitting right in stride so he can turn upfield, make a tackler miss, and when he gets into the open field like that, he's as hard to catch as anybody. The special teams unit might as well come out on the field and start lining up for the kickoff because you will not catch him. So after that touchdown to Kendall Wright, it's only a 4-point game, so we need our defense to make a play for us. The run play goes to Bernard. He goes nowhere on the play once again, bringing up 2nd down. Bernard carries it once more, same result, and now the Bengals are looking at 3rd and long. Dalton with time in the pocket trying to make a play downfield. Look at the blocking up front, and then they get bailed out with this amazing scramble drill where the wide receiver comes back to the quarterback. They got us with the same exact play against the Jacksonville Jaguars. I tried to get there with my user, but it was just too little too late. So after the huge pickup there, Dalton on 1st and 10 with lots of time, throws it in the coverage and is picked off by Derek Morgan. And one of the few times the big fella's asked to drop back into coverage, he steps up and makes a huge play for us. We needed that turnover desperately, and Derek Morgan stepped up and answered the call. So after the Derek Morgan pick, we're looking at 1st and 10 from the 25. Mariota takes the snap under center, drops back, and throws in the coverage and is picked off again. For the 2nd time today, Marcus Mariota is picked off. I did not see him lurking there until it was too late. So after the interception now, we're back on defense. Eifert makes the grab there, and that's going to go for a short pickup. 2nd and 6, Dalton hands it up the gut to Bernard. He somehow breaks the tackle and takes it up to the 19. So looking at 3rd and 1 now, Dalton with the play fake, looking to go end zone, but there's no one open, but instead finds LaFell near the sideline. But wait, the pass is incomplete. On 3rd and 1, the pass was completed out of bounds, and despite the field goal, it's still a 1-possession game, so we still have a chance in this one. Getting into our next drive on 1st and 10, Mariota makes a quick check at the line, takes the snap out of the pistol, finds an open receiver downfield as Odell Beckham Jr., who makes the grab and takes us well inside Bengals territory. A couple plays later on 2nd and 5, Mariota fires a laser complete to OBJ in between coverage, and that sets us up with 1st and goal from the 2. We've got to punch this in. The 1st and goal toss goes to Cooley off the left side, and he's going to skip in untouched for an easy score, and we've got a tie ball game with less than 4 minutes to play in the game. On the Bengals' next possession, Bernard gets the carry, trying to run it off the left side, but there's no running room there, bringing up 2nd and 7. And again, Bernard with the carry has nowhere to go with it, and that brings up a 3rd and 8 situation. Dalton, looking to make a play, is gonna be sacked. Brian Arakpo gets to Andy Dalton for the 2nd time today, and this one was clutch. A first down here could have put him in field goal range, but Brian Arakpo says not on my watch, and we end up forcing a 3 and out. So with under 2 minutes to play, the Titans offense hits the field. Mariota with the snap from the pistol goes with the play action fake and dials up the deep ball to Taylor Gabriel, who makes the grab for a huge gain of 39 yards. And that completion puts us just outside of field goal range. But look at the touch on this pass by Mariota. He puts it right on target so Gabriel can make the play. So now we got to take care of the ball and make the Bengals burn timeouts. On 1st down, the run play to Henry is only going to get a couple, but it makes the Bengals use one of their timeouts. And then on 2nd and 8, Henry takes the carry up the middle. The Bengals burn their 2nd timeout, and then with 2 seconds left, Ryan Suckup comes out for the game winner, and the kick is good. This is the way this one is going to end, you guys, in dramatic fashion. We end up taking the W 26-23 with the last second field goal. But honestly, you guys, I thought this game might tilt in the Bengals' favor, especially when we threw that late interception in the red zone. But we were able to overcome the turnovers and scratch and claw our way to a victory, so we'll take it. Now onto the stats. Mariota threw for 331 yards off 21 completions. He did throw for 1 touchdown, but one of his picks did go back for 7, so you can pretty much wipe that touchdown off the board. The receiving leaders are just like last game where everybody got involved, so that's definitely a positive sign moving forward. And for some reason, you guys, I'm really struggling trying to find a game MVP. Oh, I almost forgot Brian Arakpo. He finished the game with 2 sacks, one of which came at the most crucial of times. Right when we needed, he stepped up and made a play. So Brian Arakpo is your game MVP, you guys. And I'm just going to enjoy this win streak, you guys, and get ready for the Chargers in the next video. Anyways, you guys, that's my time. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'm signing off, and I'll see you in the next one.